Hi, Andy. It's very nice
Hi,
to meet
Isabella. How are
you.
you? Nice to
I'm
meet
great. Great to meet you. Speaking about the game, I want to know what drew you to the script of Claire Obscur Expedition 33. Was it more the overall story or your character?
you. It was a combination actually of three things. It was definitely the script was really powerful, and I felt it was a really emotional story. And when I saw the artwork, it really blew me away because I just thought the world building and the conceptualization of the world of the world that these characters exist in was exceptional and wonderful. And then the character that I was very interested in a character without giving too much away because I don't want to spoil it, obviously. And a lot of it is quite mysterious, and you find as you play the game, you find out more about about what drives Renoir, the character I play. So, but it was I just found the themes of the story and the emotional power of the character really interesting.
And you said something that I also would like to know, which is you spoke about the visual while you're doing the voices. Do you already see the visual, or is it very like blind? How is it?
Yeah, it's interesting because normally, like if you're doing an animated movie, often you see maybe some storyboards or some, but it's animated to your voice. But in this instance, for this game, the motion capture had already been performed, and so I was having to. So you could see a very sort of low polygonal count kind of version of the character moving around, but so it was matching not only the decisions that I was making for the character, but you were also matching to the physicality of a motion capture performance. And I've never done that before because it's always been sort of either driven by my own performance capture, or it's where it's all happening at the same time, or like I say, with an animated movie, which is slightly different. So this was a first.
You talked also about the story that I also think it's very interesting. I wonder if when you're preparing for this character, if it's different from, like you said, the animation that you've done or other movies. How do you prepare to embody him? Do you study the story? Is it different? It's a different process.
It's I mean, it's slightly different with the video game because you don't get the kind of a video game script is like 800 pages. So you don't study the script in that way, but what you do is you have a discussion with the director, you have a discussion with the writer. You know a little about the journey. Well, you know what the arc of the story is in treatment form, but then it's basically making decisions as an actor in terms of who is this person, how do they carry themselves physically, how do they express themselves emotionally, and the voice comes from that. And as I say, the only difference this time around was the physicality was already created, so that was helpful to see that.
That's very interesting. And you've become widely recognized for pioneering performance capture in cinema. And at a time when the technology was still evolving, I would like to know how do you view the role of technology, especially AI, in storytelling today?
I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that AI is the genie is out of the bottle and it's here, and we all have to deal with it, and we all have to make the best of it and use it in powerful, creative ways, which is not about cost cutting, and but used in as an artistic form of expression in a positive way, which isn't sort of cheating, so that still is authored by a human being, but I think it can be used incredibly well. And it can be, it's like any invention of technology. It can be used for creating beautiful things, or for horrific reasons, and to use to cheat, lie, manipulate, as we know. But I think it's behoven to artists, whatever they may be, writers, musicians, performers, whatever, in the creative fields, we have to find a way of using it so that it respects other artists, so that it's not, as I say, it's not cheating. But for instance, if I was a child and I wanted to express myself but couldn't draw, and I could give a prompt to an idea because I wanted to see it in visual form, I see nothing wrong with that, you know. And I think that's, and I think it's about teaching AI to be respectful to what we want, because it's AI is like children. If you teach them well, then it'll treat us well, and if you teach them badly, then it'll backfire on us big time.
Perfect. And have you played the game? Did you get a chance to play the game, and how did you feel?
No, sadly, no, I've not had a chance to play the game yet. I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of, it's, I mean, if the thing is, it's a long game. Have you played it?
I haven't yet, but I
No.
want to.
No, I'm fascinated. I mean, from what I've heard from people who have played it, they find it very emotional, and that's great, because that's exactly what we wanted to do with the game, was to make it, exciting and adventure and thrilling and all of those things, but most importantly that it was emotionally really powerful.
Because of this emotion and the whole like narrative that is very complex and very deep, do you think that video games are becoming a new frontier for actors who want to explore this nuanced, different characters?
100%. I mean, I think, when I've been saying, I talk to young actors who are coming out of drama school, and they think nothing they don't think motion capture is strange or weird, or, something that they want to get into it, because they see the value of being involved in video games and other forms of immersive storytelling. So it's really, it's reached a maturation point, where the sort of video games are there a work of art in their own right, and the stories that are told exist in their own right. It's like I tell you what, it's like reading books. People listen to audiobooks so much more than they read books now, and it's, one could say, oh, well, that's just cheating. But actually, people are getting, I haven't got time to read War and Peace, but I'd love to read it, but I can listen to it, and so and then the artistry that goes into creating an audiobook is the same as, a young actor coming saying, I want to go into motion capture because I want to be in a video game, not necessarily a movie, or be on stage, or be in a TV show. So I think it's a really interesting time for cross-pollination between different art forms.
Perfect. Very interesting. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
Thank, thank you. Take care. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.